This video is to show you how to connect to the CADE Labs as a remote access. You're going to first need to install some software, which is located at http www.cade.utah.edu. If you scroll down on the right, you're going to see these frequently asked questions, and you want the remote access link. Under the questions for the remote access, you are looking to connect to the CADE VPN, which is Virtual Private Network. It then describes two methods. You're going to use option 2, which is able to allow any PC, any Macintosh, or any Linux system to connect. You're going to first need to download some software. So click on the link here and then install the appropriate software. So for Windows, you either need to install this file here, if it's a 32-bit version, or if it's a 64-bit version, you're going to install this file. You can tell if it's a 32 or 64-bit by going to your system under your control panel and find your system. And here it shows you what system type you have. I have a 64-bit operating system and I'm using Windows 8. So once you know which file to download and install, double click on it and follow the on-screen installation instructions. For mine, which is Windows 8, I put a desktop icon on Network Connect so that it allowed me to see this since I don't have the start menu. Otherwise, you can do the Windows Q, and this is just a shortcut to get to the apps page, and you can type Network Connect, and then if you want to put the link on there, you right click it, and it will allow you to open the file location and then put a shortcut onto the desktop, or you can pin it to the taskbar. To get back to my desktop, I do Windows D, and it allows me to get back to my desktop. So once I've installed it, I'm going to double click the Network Connect, or if I have an earlier version of Windows, I'm going to use the start menu and find where the Network Connect was located. On this sign-in page up here, I'm going to make sure that this is the vpn.eng.utah.edu, and it will automatically put that in there, and then you can hit go, and then it puts the HTTPS on there. For the username, it is your Windows username that you typically use to log into those Windows computers, along with your password for that. So I had this going before, so I'm going to just continue my session. And it takes a few minutes to launch it. And once it launches, I can use it by going to a remote desktop. So again, it's going to be found under your start menu, under your accessories typically, or you can just do a search for it. And it's called Remote Desktop Connection. And on Windows 8, you can do the shortcuts for apps. Again, is the Windows plus the Q button, and then search for your app of the remote desktop connection, and you can get it started. Once I start the remote desktop connection, I'm going to have animal.eng.utah.edu, and I need to make sure that under the username that it says users / and then my normal Windows login name. And if that doesn't come up automatically here, I think it starts off with hosts, you can go to show options, and then it should be able to give you that option under user name here to make sure you type users / then your Windows login name here. Otherwise, it will not connect. So once I do that, I can connect. And it shows me connecting to the animal, and then it asks me for my password. And I use, again, the same password to the Windows. So once I've done the network connect, and then I've launched the remote desktop connection, the window changes so the terminal looks just like if I'm sitting in front of a Windows computer. The two main pieces of software that you're going to use is MATLAB, which is under the Start menu, and MATLAB, and then the other one, so you can launch it here and use it, whatever you need out of that. And then the other one is PSpice. They've put this under PSpice Student, and then Capture Student is going to be the one you're going to launch. They may change this, and it may actually be under OrCAD, but I'll let you know if that changes. For now, it's PSpice Student and then the Capture Student. Once I'm done doing whatever work I want to do on here, I just want to close Animal. So my remote desktop connection will be closed. And then I want to also sign out of the network connection. So I just open that, and then I do a sign out, and that completes my connection.